How do you control rumors and gossip within an organization?
That's pretty easy. You just talked about being, getting out there with the truth, and your propaganda arm to outside your company. It's no different inside your company. You've got to make sure that people. It's interesting when we work with leaders sometimes, and you see people that are like, well, I don't want to share this with my people, because I don't know what they might think. Like they're thinking something that may be totally not true. They're not just sitting there not thinking anything because you're not sharing it with them. They're coming up to their own conclusions, which may be completely false or opposite. But like we say in the Navy all the time, perception is reality. That becomes reality. So you can defeat the gossip and rumors by actually just sharing the truth, be open with people, and being first out there with a message so people get and understand it. And even when horrible, bad things go wrong, extreme ownership, right? If you take ownership for that and say, hey, listen, this happened. Here's what we're doing to fix it. Here's what we're doing to turn things around. People are not going to lose respect for you in the organization. They're actually going to gain respect for you as a result, something we talk about all the time. So don't be afraid to do that. Again, just get the message out there and be transparent and talk to folks.
If you don't tell people what's going on, they're going to make up their own ideas of what's going on. And the thing that we have to take this just a little bit further, right? Just a little bit further, because we talk about transparency, right? And that word gets thrown around all the time. And of the idea that you're just gonna tell everyone exactly what's going on, and that sounds great. And it's like, hey, I'm a fully transparent leader and I'm going to tell everyone what's going on. But there's times where you actually don't want to do that. There's times where you have to maneuver and you have to be tactful. And some of the things that you might tell someone actually is not the right thing to do. Now, I'm not saying we're going to be dishonest with our people. I'm not saying that. And I'm saying that transparency is a great thing. But I mean, just on a personal level, if Leif's working for me and he's doing something horrible, is the best way to go about that, full transparency, is, hey, Leif, you're doing horrible at this. Is that the best way to do it?
In front of the entire team.
In front of the team, right? Is that it's full transparency, right? Hey, I'm fully transparent. Okay, everyone, welcome to the meeting today. By the way, I just wanted to point out that Leif misses numbers again, and he's a loser. That might be what I'm thinking. That's fully transparent. Hey, guys, just be, and you love this too, right? Just being transparent. Yeah. Leif's a loser. He missed his numbers again. And you know what? I'm actually thinking about firing him, just in case anyone was wondering. So that's full transparency.
Probably going to wait to close the business Friday.
Did I do a good job? Yeah. Right? So let's not get carried away, right? What is the smart way? The smart way is to maneuver. The smart way is to say, okay, Leif's not doing what he should be doing. If I go and accuse him of failing, what's his reaction going to be? How is it? So what do I do instead? Instead I go, I want to take ownership of it. And so instead I say, hey, Leif, hey, he comes in, come to my office. I want to talk to you about a couple things. So he comes to my office, so I'm not in a public place. And now it's, hey, Leif, hey, man, I noticed that you missed your numbers, and I'm thinking that maybe I'm not giving you the kind of support that you need to get where you need to be. Is there anything else that you need from me so that you can win? Again, inside, sure. I'm thinking, Leif, you pathetic loser, you missed your numbers again, right? But I'm not going to do that. So the full transparency thing, I get it, and it makes sense. But we do have to consider the secondary and tertiary effects of the things that we say, especially as a leader. What you say has a lot of impact as a leader. And sometimes I see leaders, they make a little off-the-cuff remark about something. Oh, that won't matter. Oh, okay, so it doesn't matter. So this little thing, hey, boss, we wanted to get this task done by this date. Is it still important? It doesn't matter. Oh, okay, so it doesn't matter. So what I was working on for the last month and a half doesn't matter. Okay, cool, great. I was fully transparent. So just be careful. Use tact. Use your brain.
Yeah, that's 100% correct. I think what I was trying to explain in the first situation is, I was having a conversation with a leader that we work with, who was telling me that there was a key leader in his team that didn't want to share with any of his key leaders that he didn't want to share with the key leaders that they were having some issues, having some dire straits. Getting to a point where they're wondering, hey, I don't know if we're going to make payroll. a few months from now if we don't turn these things around. But I don't want to share that with them because I don't want them to panic. Mm-hmm. And when I heard that, I was like, what kind of panic are they going to have when they find out that they can't make payroll, but no one told them about it and they thought everything was great? So the panic is going to be 100 times worse.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of transparency I'm talking about, where you're like, listen, you need to go and have a direct conversation and say, guys, here's where we're at.
Yep.
And that should be something to help get them in gear. To be like, listen, we've got to hit these numbers. We've got to get things going again. We got to turn performance around, or this is where we're going to be next quarter if we don't do that. And I think that's the kind of thing I'm talking about, where you're not keeping the secrets is not helping you out.
Because, by the way, everyone knows the numbers, right? So they already probably know you're in dire straits, and they're thinking, well, I better find a backup job, and they're going to leave, and now you're in even worse straits. So yeah, absolutely. You don't need to hide information from the team.